Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Train Like a Superstar. In this episode, we're going to look at none other than TBE Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now Floyd uses a range of exercises that might not be labelled as strength and conditioning, but it looks to try and focus on a lot of core work, does lower body work, like some of his upper body pressing work that he actually does as well. But the main exercise that we're going to look at today is the Woodchops. And another alternative that we see in many boxing gyms is the use of a sledgehammer coming up and over and hitting the tyre. At boxing times we don't really use that because we use it more of a conditioning element, and also there's increased risk to injury. If you're pulling a heavy sledgehammer all the way back here, a lot of force going through the back, and also, you know, if you might drop it, it might slip out your hands. You know, that's a risk that we're not willing to take in important fight camps. So we like the movement because it opens up the hips, works across this myofascial sling, across the obliques and the core, all the way through to the shoulders. It's really good for kinetic chain sequencing. There's also a rotational stability and power element to it as well. And we try and replicate this using some med ball variations, and that's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so the wood chop can be replicated in many different ways using the medicine ball. The first one that we're going to show you is a rotational slam, which is a popular exercise that we've used on the boxing science program for a number of years. Okay, first of all, we start in the center. Really important point. Too many times our athletes will start there and just loop it over. We want to start in the center, go to that rear hip, create that force and energy to then have that as an important contributor to that force and that energy being transferred over into the slam. So we dip there, we come up, we rotate our hip, we loop over, and when we slam, boom, we slam there. This leg stays planted to the floor, this hip turns round. We've got a slight flexion of the upper body, but we're not coming too far down, okay? We're creating that anti-rotation, that anti-lateral flexion there, generating that power, then having that stability and that control. Next exercise is a Woodchop. So we're just going to be from a standing position, driving up, driving across, getting that kind of nice extension through hip to opposite shoulder, and we're slamming down. We're coming up onto our toes there to get that triple extension, the hips, knees and ankles. But then when we slam down, that foot plants, and then we're rotating through. Okay, the third exercise I'm going to show you is just a standing med ball wood chop, but we're just going from one pocket up nice and tall down to the other pocket. So you see, it's a little bit different to the other exercises. We're not actually slamming it, not that maximum force production, but there's enough speed involved for it to be challenging our hips and to be in that neutral position. We're not wanting to rotate all the way over. We want to keep our hips, knees and feet all facing forward. Come up nice and tall and drop down the other side. Okay guys, these exercises you'd use during strength or speed phases, or can use it as an extended warm-up for a bit of core and lower body power development. If you've got any questions or comments about the exercises used, or you want to make some suggestions of some athletes you want us to cover, please leave them in the comment box below, and we'll see you on the next episode.